Let's talk about cloud virtualization, bring your own device, and Internet of Things security. What is virtualization? We define virtualization as the art and science of making the function of an object or resource simulated or emulated in software identical to that of the corresponding physically realized object. It is a technology that enables running multiple operating systems side by side on the same processing hardware. In other words, we use an abstraction to make software look and behave like hardware with corresponding benefits in flexibility, cost, scalability, reliability, and often overall capability and performance, and in a broad range of applications. It adds a software layer between the operating system and the underlying computer hardware. Benefits: efficiency, higher availability, lower cost. The disadvantages: single point of failure, weaker from security and privacy perspective. A hypervisor is a process that separates a computer's operating system and applications from the underlying physical hardware. The hypervisor drives the concept of virtualization by allowing the physical host machine to operate multiple virtual machines as guests to help maximize the effective use of computing resources such as memory, network bandwidth, and CPU cycles. A host-based virtual machine is an instance of a desktop operating system that runs on a centralized server. A guest virtual machine, or guest VM, refers to a virtual machine that is installed, executed, and hosted on the local physical machine. Here's a case study, was called Blue Pill. This is the software code which can be installed as a thin hypervisor and control the machine under it and intercept the communication between the guest machine and the host machine. It was originally found in 2006, and now you need a permission to download this code. So in other words, you could go from the guest machine through the hypervisor into the actual physical machine. Cloud computing. It is the use of remote servers on the internet to store, manage, and process your data rather than a local server or local computer. 5 essential cloud computing features. Resource pooling. The provider's computing resources are pooled to serve multiple consumers using a multi-tenant model with different physical and virtual resources dynamically assigned and reassigned according to consumer demand. Examples of resources include storage, processing memory, and network bandwidth. Rapid elasticity. Capabilities can be elastically provisioned and released, in some cases automatically, to scale rapidly outward and inward commensurate with demand. Broad network access. Capabilities are available over the network and accessed through standard mechanisms that promote use by heterogeneous thin or thick client platforms, i.e. mobile phones, tablets, laptops, and workstations. Measured service. Cloud systems automatically control and optimize resource use by leveraging a metering capability at some level of abstraction appropriate to the type of service, storage, processing, bandwidth, and active user accounts. Finally, on-demand self-service. A consumer can unilaterally provision computing capabilities such as a server time and network storage as needed automatically without requiring human interaction with each service provider. Cloud computing can be broken up into 3 main services: software as a service, or SaaS, infrastructure as a service, or IaaS, and platform as a service, or PaaS. Public cloud, we mean that the whole computing infrastructure is located on the premises of a cloud computing company that offers the cloud service. A private cloud means using a cloud infrastructure or network solely by one customer or organization. A hybrid cloud means using both a private and public clouds depending on their purpose. A community cloud implies an infrastructure that is shared between organizations, usually with the shared data and data management concerns. A community cloud can belong to a government or of a single country. Community clouds can be located both on and off premises. Some cloud security challenges: multi-tenancy, privacy, multi-jurisdiction, and virtualization complexity. Multi-tenancy is an architecture in which a single instance of a software application serves multiple customers. Each customer is called a tenant. Privacy, the foremost issues in cloud data security include data privacy, data protection, data availability, data location, and secure transmission. Multiple jurisdiction, jurisdiction over another country or territory. Depending on where that data goes and resides, it may have a jurisdiction issue. Virtualization has its own fair share of problems, such as the complexity of troubleshooting applications and system performance, and also provides low visibility into business transaction flow, which could lead to disruption of key business processes. Bring your own device, also called bring your own technology, bring your own phone, and bring your own personal computer, refers to the policy of permitting employees to bring personally owned devices, laptop, tablets, smartphones, etc., to their workplace and to use those devices to access. With mobile device management, it is a type of security software used by an IT department to monitor, manage, and secure employees' mobile devices that are deployed across multiple mobile service providers and across multiple mobile operating systems being used in the organization. Enterprise Mobility Management, or EMM, is similar to mobile device management. The main difference is that mobile device management manages all the features of the device, while Enterprise Mobility Management manages the entire device. Internet of Things. The Internet of Things is the network of devices such as vehicles and home appliances that contain electronics, software, actuators, and connectivity, which allows these things to connect, interact, and exchange data. Internet of Things security challenges, insufficient testing and updating, brute forcing, and the issue of default passwords. Internet of Things malware and ransomware, and data security and privacy concerns, mobile, web, and cloud.